Absolutely no puff pieces today, Duggo. I'm going to go you and I'm going to go you for the next 5 minutes.
Don't stop it. The man's sponsored. Did you not hear his new opener? People are interested in him.
No, I was going to comment on his new shoes.
New shoe? What's he
That's
got?
a nice wheel, Duggo.
Oh, yeah, they're not that new, though. These are the Europe, the ones that we spoke about last year, the Europe trip. These
the Europe
this is what I
trip.
got around Europe in.
Yeah,
so.
the partner's still significantly disappointed that it didn't end in engagement. But we're still talking about the same trip?
Yeah,
Same trip. Nah, Duggo, mate, welcome. How'd you find Gather Round to start with?
Yeah, it was a great weekend. It was all happening over in Adelaide. It was full on. It was every corner. There was AFL players standing there, so it was a little bit hard to get a coffee.
Did anyone look at you? Did anyone look at you as the captain of West Coast? Did anyone play? Go, that's the captain of West Coast.
No, only BT, mate. But it was a great weekend. I think Adelaide, they've signed up for the next 3 years, and it's easy to see why they put on a pretty good show for us.
Now you're obviously over there, and I heard Simo, and I might be paraphrasing a little bit that. There's not a lot of experience in your side at the moment, but with the inexperience becomes excitement because you get in a bit of a monotonous way of travelling and the captain's runs here, the same dinners. Although the players and the experience isn't there is the excitement there amongst the younger kids?
Yeah, it is. It's interesting. I saw Simo in the lift on the way down to the game, and he sort of asked me how the vibe of the boys is, and it was probably one of the most upbeat away trips that I've ever been on, purely because of the age demographic.
You didn't get on the piss Saturday night.
No, not quite that good. But it was, just a young crew. It brings energy automatically. So there's boys playing at Adelaide Oval for the first time.
Yeah, Adelaide Oval's a good place.
Yeah, great. Yeah, it would be my favourite spot to play outside of WA.
Yeah.
So it's it was a great trip, but the energy and excitement's there, and I think we can see the proof on field with the system that we're trying to implement. I think there's definitely for 85 minutes on the weekend, we saw it, and it did quite well against the reigning premiers. So it was just the lapse in the second quarter that we need to arrest a lot sooner.
Just rolling back, and Zay was sort of talking because, the different things you got to do. You got your lunches, breakfast, things like that, meetings, trainings and everything. What's the one thing that you're like, we got to do this?
Oh, there's... Yeah, the meetings before the captain's run. So the captain's run's been like middle of the day lately, which has been a little bit annoying. But
no, you want them early, don't you?
So
You want them
what
early,
happens at a captain's run? What's that?
That's just a little light training session.
Yeah,
get
right.
Get the legs moving.
I think in the old
get a bit of
days it
touch.
was to make sure everyone was accounted for.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You
Back in
so
extra
right.
time.
Before training, everyone has to turn up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got you, right.
But there is one meeting before we get on the bus to travel to the ground
right.
to train, and I'm thinking about telling Simo that one.
That one needs
That
to-
one can
we
go.
can leave that one out.
Does he run that one? How long does it go for?
Too long.
Depends. Yeah.
Talk to him about word economy. That's a big thing we
To his
do.
Why don't we
defence,
ring- why don't we
he got
ring
rid of
him
it
now?
last week.
Why don't we
Yeah,
ring
get
him
him on
down?
the phone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get him
go.
on. We'll get him. He'd be thrilled to hear from us. Hey, so it has been disappointing. You said the second quarter was a lapse, so we can't look past that. What went wrong? Is it just experience out there? Because at one stage there, it looked like it was going to be well over 100 points. And credit, we'll talk about the second half in a moment. But what went wrong in that time for it to blow out like it did so quickly?
Yeah, I think when we lose games or we drop sort of big parts of games like that, I think I come in each week, and if there is that time during a game, it's always around the footy, the contest, and we sort of broke it down.
So for those people listening who don't know what the contest is that like a stoppage or when the ball's on the ground?
Yeah, it's basically when there's a 50-50 ball. We might even have it in our hands, but I think just sometimes with inexperience and young players and senior players make this mistakes too, but you get a little bit edgy, the pressure's on, you fumble a ball, and good sides like Geelong will just go down and score on you each time. So we let that happen probably, 6 or 7 times, and then there's 4 or 5 times where Geelong are just too good. They beat you, and you've done everything you could, and then there's just those goals that the reigning premiers just they're going to get on you. So 12 goals is not acceptable, but you can allow 4 or 5 in a momentum swing, but it just can't be that far away.
Yep. No. Okay. Well, let's go to the second half because that was more enjoyable. Waterman, Allen, Jones, Tim Kelly fought his way out of it too. He was having a rough start to the game. There were some good signs at the end.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think the more we can get it into our forwards at the moment, we're seeing some really good stuff. Oscar's kicked it. I don't know where he's on the Coleman, but he's up there. And Jake's in some really good form, probably the best of his career. So we get it down to our forwards, but we've got great signs all over the field, really. And the young blokes that we've got in the side that we're not getting games into them. They're there and playing their part. And like I said, for 80 minutes, we're holding it against Patrick Dangerfields and Tom Hawkins and those are the world. So it's it's exciting signs from that second half. We'll take a lot away from that.
Now, Michelle, the food chain, right? So Luke Shuey's captain. He's not there. McGovern's also got a prominent leadership role at the footy club. He's not there. Shannon Hearn's not there at the moment. He's a former captain. How far off captain are you?
Hello.
I'm probably...
Who have we got to get rid of? I can get rid of them with just a vicious rumour on air.
TB is our vice captain, so he's
TB's
been
captain.
He's been the captain, yeah.
So we've got to get rid of Tommy. Are you next up?
Yeah. So there's Oscar and I are the other two leadership members. So I'd be the VC at the moment. Yeah.
Oh, look at him smiling.
It's a little notch in the belt there.
What do you get? Are there any added extras? Like, do you go, hang on, here's a Toyota Camry?
No,
you know?
Not quite. No, there's no runaround car or anything like that. But it's I don't know. It is weird. I think I was maybe the fourth most experienced player by games on the weekend. So I still feel really young.
Yeah.
But
hey, you look it.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah.
Jeez, he goes on about you. You ever got the radio on as you come in because he'll just he's a good looking guy.
I was saying,
he smells nice.
You could cut up my breaks and think that I wasn't a married man with 2 kids.
No, not at all.
No.
Yes,
Well, the way he's looking today,
look
might
at your
be,
shoes. I know.
yeah.
Reciprocate.
Might be coming right back at
Duggo
you,
wants
mate.
to climb in with me.
That's
come
why
on,
you wore the
Come
polo.
and sit on puppy's knees.
now I don't.
Good luck this weekend, Duggo, from the West
Thank you.
Coast Eagles. Here, thanks to Modern Motor Trimmers, leaders in the supply, installation, and maintenance of ISRI seats. Search Modern Motor Trimmers today. What about that?
Wow,
I know, Duggo.
And who says sex doesn't sell? Look at him.
Big leagues.
Wow.
Go well, Duggo.